It's a beautiful sunny day in Chicago, a bit warm and humid, but still very nice. I thought I would do a quick garden tour for my YouTube friends and family. Here's some of that corn I've been growing. I think it's grown a foot overnight. Look at that. I'm beginning to see some small butternut squashes on my container garden butternut squash. Here's a little bit more of it and some wonderful red beans. Very nice. There's some growing on the fence too. The calla lilies are still blooming. My rosemary plant I'm about to trim and use in some wonderful rosemary baked potatoes. Here's some more of that corn. I swear it's grown a foot. Tonight I'll do another video because I have 7 flowers about to open up on my pincushion cactuses. They're going to be quite breathtaking. Here's some container cucumbers and a container tomato. And even there's a tomato in this hanging pot that the squirrel planted and I just let grow, and we actually got little tomatoes on it. Isn't that something? Wow. There's still pansies hanging in there, although if we get more hot weather, I think they'll be a thing of the past. Let's take a look at the tomatoes. There's that corn. Wow. There's some more of those red beans. I just love them. The sweet autumn clematis is about taken over. It's time to trim it again. My goodness, it grows. I trimmed it to about my height. This is just in spring. Amazing. There's still some lilies blooming, and the feverfew is starting to go to seed. It was magnificent, but it's time for it to go to seed, and I will trim it back for its second flush of blooms. I should be picking currants soon. I think I'm going to juice a bunch of them for some currant juice. But they're quite beautiful. And they're delicious. Here's that garlic. That would be ready to harvest. When this part dries out, I'll be ready to harvest. I'll have some little small plantlets to plant when we're in good shape. You can see the cucumber growing in the background. I'm going to have to put another stick there. Here's some tomatoes. And they've already got little tomatoes on them too. Here is a summer squash that is doing just wonderful. I hope to get a lot of squashes out of that. And I've got a little volunteer over here. This is a squash of unknown origin. I think it was from either the acorn squash, butternut squash, or spaghetti squash that we composted last winter. Who knows? We'll see. There's those strange garlic tops. They look almost alien. Huh. Here's my papaya. And I think it's either a viburnum or a dogwood or something. I'm not sure. If anyone can ID this plant for me, I'd really appreciate it. I grew it from a stick. It was a red stick that came from a Christmas arrangement that had a root on it. I planted it, and it grew like crazy. Wonderful. Anyone can ID that plant? I'd love to know. I think it's either a viburnum or a red twig dogwood, but I'm not sure. Well, let's take a look at the other part of the garden. Take a little walk down here. I know this is a small yard, but I've really packed a lot into it. Oh, we got little cucumbers coming. Here's some lettuce. I'm hoping to harvest that a little bit. I've been growing lettuce in pots with some success. Here's my bonsai Jerusalem cherry that I've had for many years. And it is doing quite lovely. I keep trimming it back and wintering it over. Most people throw them away at the end of the season. I decided I'd try this. It looks like a small tree and it's beautiful. Here's some more of those lilies. The trumpet lilies are fantastic this year. They are just beautiful. Here is my meadow in a box. This is not a plant I planted. This flower is a wildflower, but I just love it, and it's created a lovely meadow to look out on from the 3-season room. These are still blooming like crazy, which is wonderful. They're violas. This rose is starting to rebloom. I've trimmed off all the old parts, and we got some new growth, which is lovely. More trumpet lilies, but they're fading, but they're still pretty nice. Here's a daylily, a common daylily, but it's pretty. This is really amazing here. This whole group of trumpet lilies. Isn't that wonderful? I hope you're enjoying this, because I am. Wonderful, wonderful trumpet lilies. Just amazing. And I've got a lovely, very light chartreuse daylily growing. It's really quite nice. What a beautiful place. What beautiful flowers. I feel so blessed to be a part of this natural environment, although it's a natural environment I've kind of created. I do have bird food out for the birds. I have water for the animals. I get all sorts of critters in here. Possums, raccoons, skunks, birds, all kinds of stuff. I'm hoping to get some hummingbirds this year. I got hummingbird feeders, but nothing's happened so far. This video is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to say have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and I just thank God, the Creator, for this beautiful space that blesses my soul. I hope your soul is blessed too by looking at it. You have a wonderful weekend, and walk in beauty, and remember, you may be the medicine that our world needs and your community needs. Mitakuwe Oyasin.